you all like, yesterday I taught you all what is meant by this production cost statement, why we prepare that statement. And before we prepare any statement, we understood elements of like producing something. What are the elements of manufacturing? Cost. Now you have like direct, you have to use material, labor, and there are other costs. And those were like divided into as direct and indirect. Direct means you can exactly say how much would be incurred for that particular unit there. Indirect means, but it's not related with the number of units there, right? Okay, normally we call it as variable cost, fixed cost are there, but it is too complicated for O levels, right? Okay, only in A levels, right? So without like teaching you all what's variable, fixed and all, I'm just going to focus on whatever it's in your syllabus here to do or any question related to this, right? Okay, so I need a reply before I start today's session. I hope people who are here had joined last session, yesterday's session. And again, guys, okay, like sometimes I won't be providing this recording, say your friends, right? Okay, so what is it? We learned what is meant by direct cost, indirect cost, and you know, like in direct cost, what do we have? Direct material, direct labor, other direct expenses. Indirect cost, you have indirect material, indirect labor, and other indirect expenses. So I made it easy by saying what you know. Other indirect expenses are what, guys? All factory and machine related expenses which are not material and which is not a payment for a labor, right? Okay, so what is other direct expenses, which is not direct material, which is not direct labor, but it's a direct expense that should be paid for the production, okay, directly due to example. In O level you will get what, guys? Okay, royalty payment and designing cost, not anything other than that, right? So guys, can I reply, guys? So yesterday, yeah, we did this question too. I said to try your activity 3, 5, 4 also. You, anyone did try, guys? Okay, in your textbook you would have activity 4 or anyone? It's very easy. It's the 7th chapter or something, I don't remember. But look, guys, it's always going to be easy for you. Why? I'm doing your accounting things first, so that everything would be done fine, and then we'll be focusing on grade 13, grade 11 business studies, right? Okay, are you all okay with this, guys? All right, friends. Okay. Okay, so I'll see here. What are we going to learn today? You know, we are going to learn actually, like, now you all know components of manufacturing this one. Now we are going to prepare the what, guys? Statement of production cost or production cost statement here. I call it as manufacturing cost, no, statement of production cost. So you know very well, guys. Okay, we have to add what, guys? Okay, we have to add all direct cost and we have to add all indirect cost, then you will get the answer. Do you all agree with me, guys? You have to add all direct cost and then you have to add all indirect cost to get the answer. Now when we draw a statement, now normally, guys, the wrong way of learning accounting and mathematics is what, you know, just following a method without knowing the meaning, guys. That's why everyone can't take A in mathematics, guys. Okay, you are learning maths from grade 6 on, not in grade 1 you are learning maths, guys. Grade 10, 11 is your O level targeted the syllabus. However, still, why don't everyone take A then, right? Reason is being they just memorize some methods, they just follow, let's do like this, then you'll get the answer. But you should know the theory, because then only you can do any type of question. So here also, guys, now before I like write down the like elements in this statement here, you know already why. We learn here, look, guys, what comes and what is the total manufacturing cost. I have to add the direct cost and indirect cost. Okay, so I don't want to write down anything. I want you to just listen only. So do you all agree? This is a simple statement here. Here, look, guys, okay. Direct material cost, direct labor cost, other direct expenses. So if I just add all these three, look into this, right? Okay, What is the answer I would get, guys? You know the answer. Look, we are not just we are not going to memorize what I'm going to do. You know the answer. What do we get, guys, if I add all these three? What do we get if I add all these three? I'm expecting replies, guys, okay? If we add all these three, what will you get, guys? We get prime cost, okay? Right, sorry, we get the prime cost and then sorry about that. And then, guys, we have to add what? All what, guys? Okay, we call it as production overhead cost. So what are the production overhead costs, guys? We have the indirect material, we have the indirect labor, and we have other indirect expenses. So if I add all these three with the prime cost, guys, everyone here would agree, if I add all these three with the prime cost, I will get the answer. So no, guys, we call it as total production cost or total manufacturing cost. So this is a nothing statement, no, guys. Simply whatever I gave in the flow chart, I have given as a statement. Do you all agree with this, guys? Do you all agree? Please respond, guys, okay? Because if you don't respond, I'm just assuming that I'm talking alone in it. So I don't want to do such sessions, right? Okay. Right. If I'm continuing the class I did you all, I could have charged and did. I'm doing it for free for you all because I want you all to learn these things also quickly. So are you all okay with this, guys? Okay. But some of you all might say, sir, we had done in school. This is not the statement. Yes, I know, right? Okay. Right. So, but this is the simple statement. However, guys, okay, listen to this very clearly. Monkey in the hand. This direct material is there, no, guys, okay. In exam, guys, okay, this direct material will not be given. In exam, you have to, what, guys? Find out. That's why, guys, that whatever the statement you study at school and the statement which is given right now is there's a difference. Because, guys, here you know this is the statement because you look, if you know total manufacturing cost is included, these are the things included in the total manufacturing or production cost means you have to add direct material, direct labor, other expenses, you will get prime cost. If you add these three, you will get overhead cost. If you add these two, you will get this. Same thing I have shown here. Direct material, direct labor, other expenses, you get prime cost. If you add all indirect expenses, you will get what, guys? Total production cost. But however, in the exam, the examiner might want you to find out the direct material, which means, guys, this direct material means it's direct material actually used, guys. Now, for those who did not understand what is the direct material used, use common sense and answer. I can see, guys, from yesterday's crowd, only half is here because students assume that, sir gave the recording now. So let me sleep early in the morning and watch the recording at night. No recordings, right? Okay. I won't give this recording. So please, if your friends are there, say them no more recordings, right? Because if you really want to learn and it's a free session means you have to join the session and learn, right? Okay. You can't be lazy more than that, right? Okay. Okay, so same, guys. Okay, what is it like? How to find out what is this direct material use means? Use your common sense and answer. I bought. We'll say, guys. Okay, 5 kilos of flour, and I made by guys. Okay, I made like 10 rotis, right? So 1 kilo of flour is equal to we'll say 200 rupees, right? And I made 10 rotis. After making 10 rotis, still 3 kilos are remaining. Very simple common sense question. Everyone answer my question now. I want all to reply, right? Okay. You should reply. Can you all say me, guys? Okay. Right? How much of material now flour is being purchased, guys? How much of flour is being purchased? Common sense. I'm waiting on. Don't think that someone is going to reply. I'm waiting until everyone replies, right? 6 kilos. 5 kilos. How much of flour has been purchased? 5 kilos. What is the worth? Okay, so how much is the purchase of material? Here, look, guys, look. Purchase of material is equal to 1,000 rupees. Do you all agree, guys? Why? What is why 1,000 rupees? Because it is 5 kilogram and each kilo is equal to 200, right? Okay. Now, guys, you made 10 rotis, no? If you produce 10 rotis, we are going to find out how much flour has been used for to produce the 10 roti. Can I add the 1,000 rupees as cost of producing the roti, guys? Okay. Can I add 1,000 rupees flour as the production cost of producing 10 rotis? This is common sense. If you have common sense, you will answer. Make it a extra knowledge. You can't. Because how much of flour is remaining, guys? How much of flour is remaining? 3 kilos. That means how much of flour do you have used in producing the 10 rotis, guys? How much of flour? So therefore, guys, okay, you know that from the purchase, end of the day, we call it as closing stock of material. How much of flour is remaining, guys? 3 kilos of flour is remaining, which means still 600 had not been used. So this will give you an idea. Okay, 400 worth of flour is used to make these 10 rotis. Do you all agree, guys? Okay, which is that 2 kilos, no? Very simple only, okay? So I'm taking a very simple way. This we call it as cost of raw material used, guy. මෙන්න මේ 400 තමයි අපි මෙතන ලියන්නේ. Why? We are going to statement of production cost of 10 rotis. So can I add the 1,000 rupees worth of material we purchased? No. Why? We produce 10 rotis using 2 kilo flour means I have to record here how much of material that is been used in producing, not how much of material that is been purchased in producing. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear? Okay, now I'm going to say like this. I'm going to change the story. Already we had 1 kilo of flour left in the bag. Yesterday's remaining 1 kilo flour was there, right? 1 kilo flour timbalu. Today we purchased 5 kilo flour. How much kilos now you have, guys? We had 1 kilo, which is I call it as the opening stock. Yesterday ituruna flour 1 kilo thinawala. Nethu minjina flour 1 kilo innu meekidam. So opening stock 1 kilo. Today we purchased 5 kilos. Then how much you should have had in the stocks, guys? Very good. 6 kilos, no? So end of this one, if like 4 kilos are remaining, if 4 kilos are remaining, still you used how many kilos, guys? You had used 2 kilos. Is it clear? If 4 kilos are remaining, you had used 2 kilos. Then how will now it would change, you know? Look at this, guys. You're going to learn something here, right? So how to find out how many kilos used? Now look, guys, use your fingers or use your brain and answer. Very simple. You had 1 kilo already in the stock. Then, guys, I will say your mother said, 1 kilo is not enough. Buy and come 5 kilo flour. So once you brought the 5 kilo flour from the shop, I would say you bought, okay, you bought the 5 kilo flour and you brought home and you filled the tub. How much of flour is available for your mother to use in making roti, right, guys? How much of flour is available for your mother to use in making roti? 6 kilos. Right. Now look, guys, that 6 kilos means here the opening stock, that 1 kilo, which was, that is also the same price, 200 plus this 100. So look, 1200, no, 1200, what do we call, guys? Okay, we call it as cost of material available, no guys, to be used, available. And then how much is closing? I said 4 kilos, which is equal to then 800. Still you get the same answer. What is it, guys? 400 of material only should be used. Now look, I'm going to assume that a student, so I did not understand, so I'm going to memorize. Don't memorize, okay? Now look at this. What is going to happen to your statement here? As I said, your examiner would want you to find out how much of material you used. So simply think about the flour story I taught you all today. What is the flour story I taught you all today, guys? You should know how much flour you have at home, how much you purchased, and how much is remaining, guys. Then only you can find out how much is being used. I'm going to say something like this, guys, okay? I'm going to make you all find out. Yesterday, guys, okay, during like a fast break in the fast, we had like 2 short eats at home. It's not enough, so we bought 8 short eats. Then after fasting, there were 4 short eats remaining. How many short eats we have eaten? Common sense, guys. You had 2, not enough. You purchased 8. How much is available to eat then, guys? How much was available to eat? This is common sense. Make it a grade 6 knowledge enough. How many shots available? Very good. 10 is available to eat. Agree? How much was remaining end of the period, guys? I'll say 4 is remaining. Yes, that is known as closing. Then how much of short eats have you used, guys, or have you eaten, consumed? 6. So easy as that, right? Okay. So I'll see here. This is what you will learn at school. Okay. Here, production cost statement or statement of production cost, which is same thing what we wrote earlier. Here, look, guys. Okay. I'm going to say here, examiner will not give you the direct material. He wants you to find out the direct material. So here, look, guys, we will say opening stock of direct material or raw material. Right here, DF, direct material. If it is not enough, what we do, guys, okay? We purchase the direct material or raw material, right? Sometimes, guys, when you are purchasing something, guys, when we are buying flour to our house, we'll say, guys, okay, we'll say flour to a hotel. Sometimes, guys, we have to pay for the person who transports that, no, or the person who carries that. We have to pay 20 rupees or 30 rupees. The person who is carrying 50 kilo of flour, so anything that you have to pay to bring the purchase into the shop. For example, guys, you will have something called carriage inward, no, or you might have to pay for transport, anything like that. What you do, guys, okay, you have to add it to the purchase. So here, look, guys, opening stock of direct material will say we had 1000 worth of direct material. We purchased 5000 and we had to pay 800 and 200. So the total cost of purchase is going to be how much? 6000. And then, guys, what is this 7000 now known as, guys? How much of raw material is there? So we call it as direct material, or you can say raw material available for production. It is not used, it is available for production. Did you all understand this, guys? Opening stock would be there, then you would have purchased, guys, and then you would have had certain expenses to bring the purchase, so costing you 6000. Now my simple question is, how much of material is there to be used in production? You will say, sir, we have 7000 worth of stocks with us to be, raw material stocks to be used in production. Then what if, guys, end of the period, closing stock is, we will say closing stock is around 3000. So what is the information you get here, guys? Okay. What is that 4,000? We call it as, what is it, guys? We call it as, this is only what, guys? Direct material used in production. So when you are calculating the production cost, you have to add not the material you purchased. You have to add the cost of material which is used in producing. Did you all understand that, guys? So this is all simply working that we did to find out this. Is it clear, guys? Understood or no? If you are memorizing this, please don't learn under me, because this one no need to memorize. Some students will memorize the format and go. Not like that. Very easy to understand. We are finding out how much of material we have used in production, right? Okay, is it clear? Right, which one you want me to explain? Which one? Yeah, now just look at this. If you had 1,000 rupees worth of flour at your home and you purchased 5,000 flour and you had to spend another 800 and 200 to bring the flour to home, now how much the flour had cost you, guys? Is it 5,000? How much that flour had cost you? Purchase flour is costing you how much? 6,000. So therefore, now my simple question is, how much of flour is available at your home to be used in production? So we had 1,000 at the beginning. We originally purchased 5,000, but it costed us 6,000. So now we have 7,000 worth of flour at our home to be used. Then end of the day, if 3,000 of flour is remaining in the bucket, what is that 4,000? Where someone has eaten that or stolen? No, that is the one that we have used in producing the product. So in our case, we'll say roti. So I will say early morning we had 1,000 flour. After we purchase 6,000, there should be 7,000 worth of flour. End of the day, only 3,000 flour is there. What happened to the 4,000? We have used in producing roti. Is it clear? Now, guys, after this, if you see, look at this, guys. Look, the statement I gave first, direct material. To find out the direct material only, we had to do this working. After that, whatever I gave is the format. Here, look, guys. What should we add for this, guys? We have to add what? Direct labor, and we have to add what, guys? Other direct expense. No, so if I add direct labor and other direct expense for this, I'll assume like I'll put some amounts itself here. I'll put some amounts itself, guys. Okay, so if I add 2,000 and if I add like 500 means 6,500 is known as what, guys? What is 6,500 known as? We will call it as prime cost, right? Now for this, what should I add, guys? I should add production overhead cost. When you add in the production overhead cost, you don't want to put heading as the indirect material, indirect labor and all. No, you don't want to put headings. You have to record all expense. For example, you look, guys, supervisor salary, no, which is indirect labor, supervisor salary. If I talk about like machine depreciation, other indirect expenses, machine depreciation, or I can say factory rent, other indirect expenses, factory rent. Next one, I'll say like we had used some sandpaper, indirect material. I'll just put some values: 2,000, 500, 1,000, and we'll say 5,000. Then if I add this, guys, okay, it will give me 5, 6, 8, 8,500 is overhead cost. So once I add this and this, I'll get 15,000, which we call it as what, guys? Total production cost. Obviously, you can't use sandpaper when you're making roti. I just wrote examples, right? So this is what they will straight away teach at school and say, if you follow this format, you will have the answer. But what I'm saying, whatever, no matter what subject you learn with meaning, you won't go wrong. Is it clear? Now look, guys, look at the both statement here. The statement directly the same thing here, but direct material was given directly. Here, same thing. Direct material we had to find out. Can I get a reply, guys? Understood? You can use your phone screen and zoom in and see, right? Okay, you can use your fingers to zoom and see. Here, look, guys. Right, take down the format, guys. Okay, quickly, right, before we start trying. Well, this is over done today, guys. Very simple. I said, no, guys, now next session I might be doing what, that a non-profit organization. After that, I'll be doing that final accounts, financial statement of profit or loss, financial question, right? After that, this grade 11 accounting is done, guys. Okay. If you are done, semi as done, guys. Okay. Done, guys? Okay. Do that and inform, right? Right. Done, guys? Okay. Now listen. The 2020 oral paper is not going to be, it's not difficult, as I had even like mentioned here, how to find out direct material and all. Look at the question is nothing, guys. This 2020 oral. Look into this question, guys. Production cost statement of a shoe manufacturing business prepared by an untrained accounts class for the month of September. They have given like untrained account class means they have done some mistakes. So look, they have prepared a statement and some mistakes are there. They are asking us to calculate the production cost of pair of shoes. So per pair of shoe, you have to find out. First of all, we have to find out the total production. Now here, look, we find out the total here. Now. So say me, guys, okay, whether this is a production cost or not a production cost. I'll say a good example here. Now, normally, if you see this, Cost for leather. What element is it? Material or labor or other, guys? Saving, guys. Is it what direct material or indirect material or cost of leather in producing this 2020 O-level paper? Anyone? Cost of leather in equator. Very simple, guys. Yeah, you should be able to, very good, very good. Direct material. So look, I am answering it like a student. You also do it with me. So let's draw a production cost statement here, small one, only a small exercise here. No, do you want to find out the direct material used and all? No need. They haven't given about opening or purchase. They haven't mentioned. So do you all agree with me? This 2020 O-level paper, right? Okay, here look, guys. I'm going to find out cost of leather. Cost of leather is direct material. Do you all agree, guys? Which is equal to rupees 30,000. Right? Do you all agree with that? Right. Next one. Wages of shoemaker. What is it, guys? Is it relevant or no? Wages of shoemaker. So it's a salary. Is it direct or indirect, guys? So direct labor, no? Wages of shoemaker. So you all know here, this was direct material. This was direct labor. Do we have any other direct expenses, guys? Read, you know English, no? Other direct expenses, read, guys. Give me replies, guys, quickly, because after yours I have classes. So I have selected this time because I did not have any other time. That's why I thought it's okay. 5:30. Let's do the session there, right? Okay. So what do we call this 45,000, guys, everyone? There is no other direct expense. So what do we call this 45,000? We call it as prime cost. I need a reply, sir. This is easy for us. Yes, we also had done this. We know this. Agree? Is it clear? Right. Now to the prime cost, what should we add, guys? You all know what should we add to the prime cost? We have to add the production overhead cost. Okay, let's go and see what are the production overhead costs do we have then. Factory rent. Is it a production overhead cost, guys? I said no, all factory and machine related expenses. Yes. There is no need to write in order. The material, indirect material first, indirect labor, no need order. Just you record all the overhead costs. So what is factory rent there, guys? 30,000. What about advertisement, guys? Where do we record? Will I record here? Advertisement is also a cost, but is it a cost that is incurred when you're producing, guys? Normally, if you are done statement of profit or loss and all in at school, okay, normally if you're done at school or what a class, you would have done, guys, okay, administration expense, distribution expense, finance expense, other expense. So here, even though you don't know about that, advertisement, is it relevant for producing, guys, okay, or selling? Is advertisement relevant for producing or selling, guys? Selling. So you can't record advertisement as a production expense. Did you all understand that, guys? You advertise for sale, not to produce. Cost of adhesives means are a gum, the gum that you use. It's material. Is it direct material or indirect material, guys? Cost of adhesives is gum ega indirect material. So here I'm recording here. Cost of adhesives. How much is it, guys? 5,000. That is also okay. Wages for distribution lorry driver. Distribution means distributing the final goods, selling. Why, guys? Wages of distribution lorry driver. You might think, sir, bring in the material. No. Distribution means we are, after we produce the shoe, guys, we have to distribute, no, guys. That is not producing cost, no, that is distributing, selling cost. It also won't come. So therefore, guys, the correct answer of total production cost is going to be how much, guys? 45 plus 35. What is the total production cost, guys, here? It's going to give me how much? 80,000 rupees total production cost. But the question was, calculate the production cost of a pair of shoes. This is common sense. Whatever I said last class, yesterday I said at the beginning, day for yesterday. How to calculate cost per pair or per unit here? What is the total production cost, guys? Total production cost divided by how many units? Number of units produced. So total production cost is going to be 80,000, and you had produced how much? 200 means how much will one cost, guys? 400 rupees. So for this only you get your marks there. Understood, guys? Now look, we learned like the whatever the maximum you can get as a statement we learned here. But 2020 all over, look, directly you have what? The direct material, direct labor, then prime cost, then other overhead cost. What is, they have given some, we call this as advertisement and wages. This one are not production, no, guys. Then we call it as non-production overhead, not production overhead. That's what advertising. And this one, guys, what do we call this? We call it as, sorry, advertising, and this we call it as non-production overhead cost. This will not be recorded here. You might think, so where will be recorded? You study something called statement of profit or loss. We record it in that chapter there. Are you all okay or no, guys? Is it easier? No, that's all this chapter, guys. We are now do just different questions. Did you all understand this? Can I get a reply from you? Right. Now I want to try the 2019 O-level paper. I'll show it in the screen itself. So easy. And please use your knowledge and answer. It's pretty easy. Look, guys, 2 days, not even like 1 hour per day I did. Like today, the second day, we can complete, as I said. Easily we can complete. Now look, we would have spent 1 class today. So if I'm doing physical, we can complete in no time here. Right, guys? Okay. So let me. Okay, I hope you all can see. This is the 2019 paper. You can answer this. I'll keep that answer also for the 2020. Right. Can you all see the 2019 paper also? This was 2020. Right. So look, what is the requirement, guys? Okay. Read the requirement. Prepare the statement of production cost. Can you all try again? Can you all try this? Don't follow a format and do. You just know what to add, what not to add. They might give you any overheads which are not production, such as advertising and all. You should not consider that. Can you all do this, guys? I need replies, guys. Come on, you have to respond. Right, very good. Start doing, guys. Okay, I'll give you all like 3 minutes for this. Very simple. 2 marks, right? Make All right, guys. Okay. So I hope you had done almost the end. If anyone had calculated the production cost, you can give me the answer, right? So first of all, you should have drawn the format, easy. And check, guys, do we have to find out the, here look guys, in this question, they have given purchase of plastic bottles. Okay, so we are making like flowers using plastic bottles. So we have to make sure have we used all this one. So I have to see whether there's opening stock, closing stock. Look, what have they given, guys? By using all materials, 100 flower vases. That means what are they? Why are they saying like that? By using all materials. If like 3,000 worth of plastic bottles were remained as closing stock, means I can't add 13,000 as direct material. Does it make sense? We purchased 13,000 of plastic bottles. If they say 3,000 bottles were remaining during the end of the period, means I have to add as direct material only 10,000. Why? Even though you bought 13, you did not use all 13. No? But in this question, they said we had used all the materials. So we can straight away say what you know, guys. Okay, here. Direct material used, or you can write plastic bottles per plastic bottle use, whatever, 13,000. Do we have in direct labor, guys? Here, wages of maker of flower vases. Okay, so wages or direct wages. Okay, wages of, sorry, wages for I'll use the word production work, or you can write the say anyone wrote wages of maker of flower vases, still correct. You can write the same thing that is in the question. There is no any other direct expenses. So students, 19,000 is your prime cost. Understood, everyone? What should you add for this, guys? Production overhead cost you should add. Let's see what are those things given. Painting cost of flower vase. Will it come on, guys? Painting cost, will it come on? Is it distributing? No, you have to paint to complete the production. Respond, right? Okay. If not, I'm not going to continue these sessions, right? Painting cost, guys, 2,500. Electricity charges, guys, to produce, they never said, no, this is for what electricity. So it is in the factory. Any factory and machine related expenses will come. Electricity, 3,000. Purchase of flower vase making machine, where will I record, guys? Purchase of flower vases making machine, where will I record? Where the record karane? Now look, no. අපි machine එකක් ගත්ත පළියට just because we purchased the machine, we don't add that to the cost, no, guys. I'm a carpenter. I am producing a one table. I bought 2 lakhs worth of machine. Will I add that 2 lakhs machine to the cost of table? Use your common sense. All factory and machine related expenses only will come. That is an asset, guys. You know accounting equation. Is that expense? Accounting equation, when you purchase a machine, is it expense? No, it won't come then. Make it, because why, guys? This is a fixed asset or non-current asset. Then they are saying machine depreciated 10%. That only would come, guys. Okay, here machine related expense will come. When you are using the machine, it has depreciated by 10%. So what is 10% of 60,000, guys? 6,000 only would come as machine depreciation. You can't add the purchase machine value as a cost, guys. When you are using it, it has got depreciated. That's what, guys. Here I said you all. Here, one note again pen. Where is it? Here, all factory and machine related expenses. All factory, that means building rent, building insurance, factory electricity, machine repair, machine depreciation. Not purchasing machine, purchasing building won't come. Okay, therefore in this answer 2019 O-level paper, once you do that, guys, you will have how much, guys? Here 19, here 2005, and guys, I made a small mistake. Can anyone say what it is? What is the mistake I made? They said machine depreciated annually. Here look guys, 10%. Here look guys, annually. Yeah, we are preparing for a month. Therefore, my working was correct. 60,000, 10% is equal to 6,000 annually. Now I am preparing for a month now, guys. So 6,000 for a year means how many months are there? 12 months. How much is per month? 500 rupees only per month, guys. Here you can record that only here. How much here? Machine depreciation 500. So this will give you 3 plus 3, 6,000. So total manufacturing cost is going to be 25,000 total production cost. So normally how they would have allocated marks, always for the workings you do. Here, I'll just say they would have allocated marks like this, guys. Maintain for the prime cost, half a mark. For machine depreciation, half a mark. For this, half a mark. For this, half a mark. That's how you get the 2 marks, guys. For prime cost half, for this 500 half, for this 6,000 half, for this 25,000 half. So from 2, that's your marks. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Understood. Can I get a reply? Understood or no? Is this chapter easy or not? Look, guys, as I said, done. Now next one I'll be starting non-profit. This one, people who are joined. No, I won't be giving out. Yesterday I gave the recording because if anyone had forgot about the session or missed, they would have joined. But after knowing that we are having the session today, if they are missing means I can't help with that again. Understood, guys? Clear, right? Okay, now your homework is going to be 2018, 17, 16, 15. Can you all try those past paper questions, guys? After I complete all these lessons, I will do exam sessions paper wise, right? A seminar wage physical class, the after fasting is and all over, right? Shall I do? And your exam also postponed by another 2 weeks, no? So we can have 3-4 exam sessions as seminars, right? All right, students. Okay. So look, just 1 hour you spend for a day. That's enough. The understood, right? Okay. So we completed that chapter yesterday, and today we completed. Yes. Anything else you all want to know, guys? Okay. So I did 2020, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. You all do, guys. And if there's any doubt, we'll discuss in the next lesson. However, next class I'm going to start a new chapter. We can continue this way, no? I need your response, guys, because if it is like students, if you are like not going to be like committed enough means it's no use that I'm spending my time for this, right? We'll continue like this, right, until we like do seminar sessions physically. Okay. All right, students. Okay, then I'll end up the session then. Tomorrow, no, right? Okay, Singhala time will Nivya, no, tomorrow. Probably 13, 14. Like probably on Sunday morning, shall we have, guys? Sunday morning, 13, 14, 15. Sunday morning. What about that? Next session? It will be a new lesson, but do this now. Take your past paper 18, 17, 16, 15. Do even 21, 22 paper. You all do, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Then see you all. I'll meet you all during the next session. Have a good day, right? Okay. Thank you all for joining. Right. All right, so I'll end up the session then, right? See you all. Okay. Okay. Welcome. Bye. All right.